In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make over 800,000 credits in Gran Turismo in less than 25 minutes. Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be giving you a quick video in the game Gran Turismo 7. I'm trying to figure out what is the best way to make money in this game. There's no cheats or hacks involved, it's just the most efficient way to make money I find. The first thing you're going to want to do is buy a car. You will need some money to get this car, but it's not very expensive, so you should be able to save up. You're going to need 200,000 credits. You might be able to get it cheaper if you can get it on sale, but let's just assume it's going to cost you 200,000 credits. You're going to want this GTR, and we're going to be doing a 600 PP race. So you don't have too far to go, but that's the base car, and I'll show you how I have upgraded mine in order to win this race successfully. So we're going to go over to GT Auto. I'm going to actually do an oil change, I think, on this car, because the oil level was normal because I've been doing this race a bunch. So oil change is done. You're not going to wide body the car as you saw there. I put some wheels on it because why not? I wanted to make it my own. But the parts that are important is I have a Type B front bumper. For the side skirt, I have a Type B side skirt. For the rear, you have the diffuser, which is the Type A one, which helps with your top speed. And then the wing doesn't really matter, but I went with the Type B wing. So yeah, Type B wing I know works well. And then I don't like doing the front plate. Light bulbs don't matter, license plate, whatever, that's preference. So that's how the car is set up in terms of that. And then I'll show you the upgrades and the tune that you have to do for this. So in terms of the actual upgrades, let me show you. So you're not going to get any of this stuff. I got polished ports and a racing intercooler, and I got the better brake pads, and I got a racing clutch, but you're going to stick with the stock tires. None of this stuff I needed. So nothing from semi-racing. In club sports, I got the power restrictor to test it out, but I found keeping the car at full power was the best option. And for weight reduction, I would do stage 1 weight reduction, and it already has the sports hard tires from the factory. So that's all the upgrades you need. Not very expensive for this build. It's probably under 250,000 credits. And you make a ton of money with this car. And then finally, let me show you the tune on the car that I'm using. It's not a complicated tune. I haven't done very much. Body height you can't even touch. But aside from the body height, this is how everything is all set up. And you can see I left it at 320 for the top speed, but you can hit about 204 miles per hour consistently down the straight of the circuit. And yeah, this is the setup you want to go with, especially for your downforce. That is really the only thing that gets played with. Yeah, so have that, and that is all good. And another thing I realized for this video is I have to change the race settings because I was playing in the simulator. So let me do that, and I will meet you at the race where you will make a ton of money. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I have the correct race settings. We are ready to go. We have our Nissan GTR all spec'd up. You should be at 599.91 if you've copied this tune exactly. But we're going to go back to our races. World circuits here, and after you're at world circuits, I will show you which race is going to make us all this money. So you're going to go over to the Asian circuits over here, and you're going to select Tokyo Expressway. You're then going to find this series right here, World Touring Car 600, and if you come first place, you get 550,000 credits. What is a big factor in making that 800,000 is a clean racing bonus, which I will show you how to do. So I'm going to show you a full lap in real time, maybe 2 laps, and then I'll have a time lapse of showing the race and how much time it takes to actually complete the race. But you can kind of see what I do to win this race here. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to slipstream these guys off the line here. I like to get up as close to this Viper as I can. Then I just kind of tail off and I'm going to go up the side. And then I like to get behind the Jag. And up here. And this is where you can really see the top speed of this GTR is just eating everybody.
Ross Chastain used the wall all the way around this racetrack.
And we're pulling a NASCAR move here, okay? Do not make contact with these players. That move's okay, you just can't crash. So that's okay, we're doing good, okay. Some people are gonna laugh at this, but this actually works. So you're gonna go here. Took that a little slow, not gonna lie. Bangs off the wall a little bit, that's fine. You're gonna go off of here. Just don't crash into him. On the throttle. And you're not gonna pass this guy until the straight. You're purposely not. You can do it, but it risks your clean racing bonus getting messed up. So I recommend just letting this guy do his thing, and you'll be able to pass him on the straight. Don't worry about that. This one I like to ride. I haven't done this race in a little bit, so I'm kind of doing this a little sloppy, but there's a better way to do this. Sometimes though, crashing is actually faster than braking, especially in this car. Anyway, and also it's a racing game. You don't have to worry about yourself. The car's not going to get damaged, so you're fine. Okay, so you don't go too deep in that corner because you will lose your clean racing bonus if you go too far. So we're about 3 seconds behind this guy. We're gonna be about a second behind him by the end of the straight, and then he has no chance because we're gonna pull that NASCAR move on the wall. The key to getting the clean racing bonus is you just don't want to crash into any of the other drivers. Doesn't matter if you crash into the wall. It does matter if you go too deep on that last corner there, but other than that, if you can avoid all other drivers and not crash into other drivers, you will get that clean racing bonus, and that will ensure you over 800,000 credits. And in this car with this tune, you can do this race in about 24 minutes or so. I don't know the exact time, but I know I've done it in 24 minutes, so that's what I'm saying. 25 minutes or less, you should be able to complete this race and get your money. You can kind of see where I'm braking, so you actually don't want to crash there. This one you do, and then turn really sharp, and on the gas all the way, super wide there. Just like that. This one, you're gonna brake early. That was too wide. It doesn't matter. You just keep it pinned in this car and you're gone. So this is the one I'm talking about, and in terms of braking, you want to brake at the 200 to guarantee you don't go too far. Be slow on this corner versus going out and then losing your clean racing bonus. You want to be slow on this corner, or just do it really clean. Either of those is better than either of those options is better than losing the clean racing bonus and crashing into that wall down there. Other than that, every corner that I've crashed into is totally fair game. You can do the NASCAR move. Yeah, and this isn't hacking. This is the regular game. This is just playing on a PS5, and you can see this. This seems to be the most efficient way to make money. I don't know any race that takes less time that can make you this much money, and it's relatively low effort. Like a lot of this, you're just going pretty straight. I've been able to listen to like lots of podcasts while like do other things as I'm playing this race and making a ton of money. And most of the cars that I have in my collection are because I was able to do this race, and it's super good on money. That was a good turn because it was super clean on the inside there. And I shouldn't have braked. Go, 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 go. See how it's not clean like that? Like it's better just to ride the wall there. That one I should have not. You gotta test it out, but all this stuff is fine. This one, it's slower to ride the wall for sure. So that one, if you can take that corner cleanly, just do it. Fuel strategy though, and it is a fuel strategy with this car because you will need to refuel. What I like to do, if you just want to finish the race and you don't really care about time and that much, then you can just go ahead and refuel. I would recommend on lap 5, like not leaving lap 5, but on the end of lap 5 going into lap 6, get a full tank, and then you should just need to go in on lap 10 going into lap 11, and then get a little bit of gas. About 2 laps of fuel is fine in this car, and you don't have to hold out on fuel. You're on the most aggressive fuel tune, and you can drive the car as hard as you want, and you'll still absolutely smoke everybody. The only time that you're going to see people during this race is when you do your first stop for fuel. Generally first and second will pass you, and then you'll have to pass them cleanly again, which that requires you being careful, but you can just pass them on the straights. It's no big deal. And then you also have to be careful near the end of the race. You're actually going to start lapping whoever's in the 2 people in last place. It seems to normally be the Jaguar and the Viper. Those guys you got to watch out for, because if you crash into them, you're going to lose your clean racing bonus. So just stay ahead. This car can do it no problem. The hardest part is actually just avoiding crashing into the other drivers, and they can be dumb sometimes. So yeah, just be careful. I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to honestly I'm just going to keep doing laps around here, and you can see the laps, and then I'll show you the fuel strategy as it comes up. Whoa, that's not a clean corner. That one needs to brake more. Brakes, and I'm like fully on the brakes too. Alright, so we're going on to lap 5 right now, and then by the end of this lap, we're going to be getting some fuel. See, it hit 204 miles per hour. Like I said, I just mean you're not going to brake faster than that, unfortunately. And I have enough money, I'll just buy another car. I'm sorry. If I'm trying to win the race, I don't care about the car. It's like Dominic Toretto said. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. That's clean. Turned it a little early, but that's going to be okay. Ride this one. Turn in. Oh, we're cooking, baby. Fuck. That was not good. I hit both walls, so that was the worst. There we go. Also, you have to get this paint color. Like, this is the best paint color on this car. Whoa. No, I'm messing it up, but it is. So you can see at the end of here, we already have a 25-second gap. So we can have 25 seconds of a pit stop. That's the line right there. Don't go over that line. Just absolutely cook. Okay, pit stop number 1. Watch and learn, ladies and gentlemen. So we're not going to change our tires. And if this is your first time doing this and you're scared about fuel consumption, I would just let it refill all the way. But if you're trying to go for a better time, I generally am fine to do it after it goes just past that last mark. And you can get to the pits in time. So I'm going to do it now. So you can see there's first place going by and second place is on his way. Try and cut him off. You can see how early they have to brake, so that's what screws them in this race pretty much, these AIs. I don't know if this car, maybe you can win this race without driving like an idiot, but I didn't really care about that. I was just like, I want money so I can drive the cool cars I want to drive in VR, because I have the VR headset, so so we're talking about, see how much we're gaining on this guy, but we got to be careful, even though we can pass him pretty easy. Because even though our egos, we could pass this guy. We want that money. We're about our money, so. Also, judging on how you are with the AI and stuff, you can kind of see whether you're, like, when you go into the wall and stuff is actually making you speed up or if it's slowing you down. So that's kind of what I've done, is I've just done this race a bunch of times and I'm like, okay, I see if I do this, it's gonna make me go faster. So now this guy's cooked because we were in a GTR and we're on a straight. So you're gonna see, we just gotta slipstream this guy and then we're gonna leave him in the dust. And then we're actually not gonna see anyone until we're lapping people pretty much. Let's try and go for a 1 minute gap on second place, starting now. So we're on lap 7, and I would guess that we're gonna get close to a 1 minute gap from that second place RX-7 or whoever decides to be in second place. I suck. If I keep doing that, I'm not gonna be leaving the gap I want to. Look at this guy, he's catching up. Please excuse me, this is my first race of the day today, but whatever. I'm not making excuses. I'm going for the gap. Hasn't even been one lap and we're already at close to 10 seconds. Whoa. Go. I think the thing that wins about this car is it just has so much top speed that nothing can catch it. And there's this straight, so like it doesn't matter what they do in the turns, especially when I like kind of just say fuck you turn, like fuck your turns. It's like screaming at me to brake. I'm like, nope. And every time I do that, I'm getting like 3 seconds. I don't know what you call this other than... Is it even skillful bad driving? It's with a purpose. If anyone has a car where I can just go around the track without crashing the whole time, that'd be sick. Or if there's a race that pays better than this race, that would be also sick. But as far as I know, this is the best way to make money in this game. And I'm just gonna have to do this about 25 times to get the McLaren that I want. But 25 times is a lot better than the other races and stuff. Before this, I was making 120,000 credits from like 14 minutes on the Nürburgring, which I like the Nürburgring, but in terms of how much money you get and how much driving you have to do, it's like, okay. I almost butchered it there. Holy shit. So I'm talking about, these AIs can sometimes be like super dumb. Alright, so with that fuel reminder, you can see we're going to have to get some gas. Also, let me know in the comments, what do you think your favorite car in this game is? Like, this car, the game has a lot of like really detailed cars, and it's actually like teaching me a lot about different cars. Like I'll get to drive them and stuff, and I'll ask about the different things and do more research into it. Like a car that I've always had in like Forza games and always kind of looked over was the McLaren F1. I didn't realize how cool of a car that is, and now that I see it in this game and can drive it in VR, I'm super excited to try and get it. So yeah, that's a car that I'm looking forward to driving in VR at least. But let me know what cars you guys think are cool and why you think they're cool. Let's pass this Jag. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is your final pit stop of the race. So you can see we have just enough fuel to get into the pits here. So you're going to pull in, and I'll show you how much I like to put in the car. You're not going to change your tires because the tires are perfectly fine, and I'll show you how much you need. You can put a little more if you're cautious, but realistically you only need this much to win this race. And you're out as fast as you can. 2 laps and we're gonna win, baby. Let's rock, let's rock. Don't get hit by... These are the people you lapped, so don't get worried, but don't crash into these guys. So before this race ends, your goal should be to try and pass these guys pretty much, or that's what I like to do to keep it interesting. There's this Viper, and then there's the Jag up there, so I'm going to try and pass both of them. The Dodge, we're going to do it for sure, but let's see if we can get the Jag. So we've passed the Dodge Viper, which is a while back there, and we are officially, it looks like, at 1 minute. Nope, lost a ton of time. We were at 1 minute ahead of everyone, but we lost a bunch of time. Let's see if we can make it back. This is like a terrible race too. Like, I've done this race and it feels like very clean. Even for a crashing race, this is not a clean race. This is like cold turkey, hopped on, and just like tried to make a video about this. So just forgive my atrocious driving and don't let this reflect how I play Gran Turismo all the time. This is purely if you're listening to a podcast, trying to pay like 50% attention to the game, just enough to like make the turns around, but you're really just relaxing doing something else, but you want to be making money in Gran Turismo. Let's go. Maybe we can pass that guy ahead. Not the Jag, but the other guy. Maybe we can go past 14 as well. Normally you can't. Normally you can just pass 2 of them. Also, a cool challenge with this, see if you can beat my fastest lap time from this. I don't know what my fastest time is ever, but see if you can beat 2:03.661. And if you can, you're a better driver than me in this game. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mistake. That's the wrong way to drive that turn. You don't drive it properly. Drive it fast. Oh, we're definitely not hitting a minute gap. We're slow today. With all my fuck-ups, not a chance. Okay, so I was pretty brutally slow with that race, and I'm not going to hit the 1 minute that I predicted, but 51 seconds ahead of second place to complete the race with a clean race bonus, as you will see. First place, next. You can see our time. So we smoked everyone. By second place was 52 seconds behind. And our money, so 825,000 credits, so that goes straight to our bank account. Oh, 840,000 credits, I guess. And you got your driving marathon complete. So we're not going to watch that replay, but thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. As you can see, the credits are up there. You can literally hit retry if you wanted to, and then keep doing this again and again and again. And yeah, that's how you can make a ton of money. I'm interested to find out your ways to make money. What races do you find easier? What cars are better than this one? But other than that, thank you for your time today. Hope this helps, and have a great day. Thanks, guys.